Yo, good morning. Guido coming at you with a tactics talk. Welcome back, and we have Schlags on from Clan Babbins. Yo to Skills Baboons. What's happening, guys? STB1 and Schlag tier 10 top tier in a 3-tier battle on good old Prok Haravka. He's got the that is a really cool skin, actually. I haven't noticed that. I have not really paid too close attention to that, but that is a fantastically cool 3D skin. So he's got the 3D skin for the STB, and he's scoot over the map. Oh, the map is. Why is the map? Oh, that's the side. That's the side of my camera. Never mind. I'm back. I just figured out what was happening right there. Schlagzana is going to go to the hill. Now, the north spawn, the hill on the north spawn is a little bit difficult to use. A little bit difficult to use. It's better, I think, than it was, because it was pretty much unusable before they changed the map around. And there was some definite advantage from coming to the south. I think the south still has a minor advantage there, but we're going to see how Schlag takes this hill on. There is a deeper divot that you can work with, and see where the T-49 is? That bush is very useful, provided the enemy isn't coming up and over and spotting you right there. Also, too, and in addition to, I'm going to show it to you from this side, and we'll just stop right here real quick. This bush right here on the edge from the south spawn, if you have a fast scout and small, like a Manicore, ELC, one of the British lights, the small kind of lights, they can hide in these bushes, and when you come up and over where Schlag is right here and the T-49, you are going to get auto spotted. And it's hard for the north spawn guys to get within 50 meters to light you. Proxy light. Oops, I'm sorry. I'm in the wrong bush. It's this one right here. Okay, this one right here. It appears that there is nobody up there, and to be honest, there's not really a fast enough scout to beat Schlag up here. And this is super aggressive. I don't know if I've ever seen this. All right, good. I like learning new things. I like learning new things. There are guys kind of hanging out down here. That's a really dumb place for the M103. Right there, he's going to suffer greatly, and I guess maybe this is part of it. So let's take a quick look. Yeah, okay, alright, I see what you're doing here. I feel like this is incredibly dangerous if they come up here with any kind of aggressiveness and numbers. But let's see what happens here. Schlag is actually punishing this poor T-57. Has no idea why he's getting massacred in this, what is usually a pretty dang safe spot. 1,505 in the first 2 minutes. That is really well done. I am going to have to note that, folks. Put that in your tricks, in your bag of tricks right there, as a definite possibility. And it looks like, since nobody was aggressive, now he's going to have to let us know potentially. There was a long note which I only read a little bit of. I just kind of wanted to see how it goes. I'm assuming he'd run away if he got pushed hard, but I don't know if he'd be able to get away. And I'm telling you what, I'm just a little blown away by this. I am going to have to put this in my bag of tricks. This Moushin has no idea why he's starting to get crushed. He feels like he's pretty low on the hill, and that should be a relatively safe spot, but he's getting hit in the hill. Gotta love it. Now, one thing he did find out is when the T-49 came up, the T-49 did not catch anybody sort of moving into the bowl. So there's a little bit of SA for him to take into account. That guy is just in a really stupid spot. And he is now very aware of how stupid that spot is. Notice a couple things here. That the STB, I can't remember right now, is it 8 degrees and 2 more or 4 more? Anyway, to get the last few degrees, you have to use the hydraulics, all right, of depression. So it will have decent depression. When it comes up, when you stop, the hydraulics will kick in, and you'll start to get that extra depression. Is it 6 and 6? It might even be 6 and 6. They've messed around with the STB a bit in the recent past, and I can't remember. I think, now that I think about it, it's 6 degrees and then 6 more when you get the hydraulics going. And that is a lot of depression for -12, I think, is what it comes up to. And it may even be 8 and 6. I don't know. It's something like that. It's just the mechanic is a little bit weird to work with. We're up to 2,500 and 954 assists. We're trying to take on this Type 61. We'd really like to push him off there. What he really wants to do is get down there and start shooting the Malshin and the 100-01 in the back, but the Types kind of got that area locked down, so it looks like he's maybe going to come up the hill. Oops. Probably pushed a little bit early. I think he might have still been lit by the 61, or had been for a little while you're moving that way. Well, that's good news. The Type 61 just moved up. Type 61 moved up. I think if you went down to the south crossing, you'd be in a lot better shape for shooting guys in the back. This feels like a recipe for getting spotted, but guess what? There's somebody right there. Don't know. Did not see whether it hit or not. Surprised you didn't get lit by this dude. Now you did. Oh, dang. Bad. A little bit of a bad aim right there. Maybe a bit of a hasty shot. He's not even paying attention. Oh, he's tracked. No good for him. No good for him. Down goes the Type 61, who really gave up a good position. You know, there are times in games where you've got tanks in a good spot to kind of anchor a situation, and while things were not going great for the red team, the Type 61 was sort of keeping these guys honest and off of this crossing. And as you can see now, there's a Pershing Carnarvon up there, the 6x6, and now they've got the enemy team really stuffed into this kind of corner over here. And it was this one guy right here, this guy, and while it wasn't a great position for him, he was the only thing that was stopping the enemy team from doing this. Now here's the, yeah, he didn't want to wait, I guess. It looked like he didn't want to wait for the hydraulics to kick in, because it is a bit tricky there. There we go. Oop. Exposed, but didn't matter. Got away with it. 100-01. Snaps. Oh, we get ammo rack. That sucks. Scorpion G back there, and then we're going to quit doing that. Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. And I'll tell you what, I really think if you were over there with the... Ouch. Well, that guy's got your number, doesn't he? We just going to aim and shoot? Nope. Surprised you just didn't take the blind shot. I think it would have just snapped one off. I really think... I know I'm going on about it, but I think you might have gobbled up a bunch more hit points if you'd have been down there in the south. We are getting lights on these dudes. You're really challenging that Scorpion, aren't you? Just challenging him. Yeah. There's the problem with the depression. I think he's got enough to do it, but he's got to stop. First, he's got to come up quite a bit, and then the hydraulics kick in, and he'll be able to come down. That's kind of my issue with the way the STB is done. Is a lot of times you got to come up and over and really expose yourself on situations like this before you get that extra depression. It can be tricky to use, but once you get good at it, actually, it's quite powerful. So we got some damage here. We're up to 3,897. We got 1,927 assists. Just trying to figure out how to get rid of this T-54. Somebody saw you. That was a bit surprising, actually. Was that a blind shot, or were you spotted from before? That was a very odd. Very odd. And you don't have enough hit points, unfortunately, to... A little blind shot into where he thinks he is. You don't have enough hit points, unfortunately, to push into these guys. I mean, those are some heavy hitters over there. 263, the ISU at 750, the Scorpion at 500, even the Sturv, and the Sturv's got a bunch of DPG. And that 54 is sort of anchoring. 54 is in a similar position to the Type 61. He's in a spot the team really needs him to be there, but he's unfortunately heavily exposed. He needs to be trying to get lights, despite the fact that he'll probably get hit. If there's any way these guys are going to come back, they've got to start deleting guys. But look at the swarm coming in. The piranhas are starting to surround the prey here, and this one poor T-54 is pretty much the only thing that's keeping them from getting absolutely rolled up right now. Because anyone knows that if they get out where the 54 can see them, 3 or 4 TDs are going to hit them all at once. But there he goes. One thing I did read from Schlag's note is that he felt like he messed around a little too much right there. I don't know, man. I don't think... My comment, I think you should have gone south earlier. You would have had more shots into their back. But if you got spotted, you might have disintegrated from the 4 TDs. So it's one of those things, damned if you do, damned if you don't. And after that, I don't think you really had anywhere to go. You said you hung around there too much, but if you pushed in, you would have been spotted. Probably, and taken out with as few hit points as you have there. I think challenging the Scorpion a couple times was a bad idea. That lost you some hit points. Nicely done right there. It's like the, yeah, see there, got spotted there, but All of a sudden we get some more spotting ourselves. Boom, up to 2,800. Very nice. This guy, oh, now he dies. There we go. Revenge on the Scorpion G. We have a 263 and an Object 140. Pretty good example of an enemy team that just camped way too hard. Nicely done. Nice shot right there. Gonna get one more. No, there's no way. The guys are just gonna schwammer him. There's so many guns lined up. I mean, look at them all just waiting for that one light to go off, and they just start eating everything for lunch. Looks like, are we gonna get another shot? Maybe. He is a flat tank, and he's down in that low spot. I like this, and this is the sign of a good player, guys. Clean up on aisle 2. Hit the W. Just go after him. Get in there. Get those shots. We're going to get her done? There we go. Fantastic. Even trying for the round. Blocked the 103 shot. 4,958, 2,832 assists for a combined math and public 7,000 and some change. Nearly 8,000 combined. Nice game, man. This is something I notice a lot on mine as well when I have these big games. Sometimes I come out of games like this and I don't have a kill. Because I'm just taking shots of opportunity. I'm not prioritizing trying to kill things. I will if I can. Obviously, taking a gun out of the game is important. But simply prioritizing kills, I look for the next shot. Wherever the next shot is, I'm going to take that next shot. Right? If I have a choice, they're both good shots, but one's a kill shot, I'll probably take the kill shot. Unless we're really late game and we're winning by a mile and I'm just looking to increase damage. So, there you go. A couple ways to look at it. But thanks for sending that in, man. That was really nicely done. I like that spot. I think it's probably dangerous if 3 or 4 had come up there, but you either guessed as much based on what you were seeing with the T49, or maybe guessed a little bit and took a chance. You'll have to let us know down in the comments down there. Is that something you generally use a lot, or was it situational in that situation? You saw that it might be a good play, but it really worked out for you. All right, man. Thanks for sending that. Everybody else, have a good day. We will see you.